back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and if you are not part of the Raven family but want to be part of the Raven family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that it does remind you when new things go live on the channel. Today I am bringing you another episode of our Vampire Huntress series, and as you can see, she has some little moodlets here. It does say she is feeling smitten. Just seeing a sim can set the heart aflutter. She's warmed by a kiss. There's nothing like a kiss to warm both of them, and she's being told I love you and someone special. She has happiness within her heart, but she has cheated, and that is one of the worst things someone can do. She's apologized, but what should she do next? So she is feeling these feelings, and it is making her really tense. She's also really having a bit of a time here, and she doesn't really know what to do. And as you can see, Miss Marisol is actually here over at the house, but it seems like she's not too bothered at this very present moment because she's having herself a little bit of a self-woohoo in our bedroom. So there's that. And of course she's like, okay, and that's making her a little bit flirty, and she's just kind of like tense, and I need to woohoo with someone because I'm tense. Okay, well, I don't think now's the right time for that, but maybe one of these days you might be able to do that. What are you doing currently? Okay, never mind. I guess autonomously they are going to actually go ahead and get their woohoo on, guys. All right. Never mind, I don't know everything. Oh my god. Okay, bring out the candles. They are having their very first woohoo. She's having her very first woohoo, period, and they are having their very first woohoo together. So there you have it. They are, I guess, having makeup woohoo because of the cheating, and she's like, I just need her to know that, you know, I'm really sorry for what had happened. You know, she does love Marisol. She wants Marisol to know that, and so she's having apology woohoos, and boy, are they having some apology woohoos. Holy moly. Okay, yeah, get it, girl, get it. All right, well, and now she's feeling smitten. She's ovulating. She is remembering her first woohoo, and she was told she was loved. Aww. And she's having a happy moment, and she is analyzing herself and her personality. She is blushing, and they were responsible because they used protection. Well, good on you. They probably used protection because Marisol hates children, so that probably makes a little bit of sense for that. That being said, Marisol is also feeling a little bit awkward now after having said and done this apology woohoo. She's like, do you like this outfit on me? I feel like maybe it might not be right. And she's like, of course I do. I like everything on you, but that's not really kind of what we need to be discussing right now. Like, you totally just cheated on me, and you told me you cheated on me, and then we were just in bed together. Like, I don't really understand what all is going on right now, and I don't know how I should be feeling. And she's like, okay, well, how are you feeling? And, you know, tell me that. Like, how are you feeling? And she's like, I'm just a little bit down, Zara, but thanks for checking on me. And she's like, okay, well, you know, I can understand why you're down. Clearly, you're the reason she's down, Zara. Clearly, you're the reason she's down. You cheated on her, and then you guys went to bed together. Like, it's got to be really confusing for Marisol because she doesn't really know what's going on with Zara. Like, everything is really up and really down and really up and really down. And that all being said, girl, you have desperately got to get your needs under control before you put yourself into a fury. So we're going to go ahead and let her run out and go hunt for some food, and then she can get herself a little bit of rest. But I do think that Marisol is a little bit confused with all of the up and down with the relationships and how things are going. Like, obviously Zara has feelings for her. Obviously Zara cares about her and wants to be with her. But the problem is that this pull that Lorelei has on her wolf is so strong that she can't fight it. And Marisol doesn't really understand all of that. And the problem is neither does Zara. Zara doesn't understand it either. She just knows she can't fight it. But that's not really a good enough excuse for Marisol. Marisol's like, I don't really care about this magical whatever the hell this is. What I care about is my girlfriend is cheating on me with this other girl. And that's what I care about. You are mine and you're cheating on me with this other person. I don't care if it has to do with your wolf side or not. You're mine and you're skirting around with somebody else. It's not acceptable, and I don't like it, and I don't want it happening, and yet it keeps happening. And so Marisol's really, really being hurt in the middle of all this. And, you know, it doesn't really matter to her if it's the human side or the wolf side that's doing it. To her, it's still you. Period. I don't care what part of you it is, it's still you. And I would have to agree with Marisol that whether it's the wolf in her or it's the human in her, it's still her, period. And so Marisol is really, really hurt. And so she should be. So we are just going to get her to go ahead and plant this wolfsbane. And then she is going to head herself off to bed. She's going to get herself a little bit of sleep. And hopefully she won't get herself into a bit of a fury here, because every time we know that she goes into a rampage, she finds herself in Forgotten Hollow looking for her master. So we're going to try to keep herself, you know, calm down so that hopefully that doesn't take place. So I will see you guys when she wakes. All right, so it is the next morning, and as you can see here, Rory has showed up at the house. And she is just coming out to harvest a little bit of these plants here. And she's going to have a little bit of a conversation with Rory here and just be like, hey Rory, like, what's up? Why have you shown up at my house? Clearly her and Rory have been trying to get a little bit of a friendship up. She has been trying to talk to Rory and get that friendship up because she's hoping that Rory will have some answers for her. She's needing some answers on the wolfy ways. She is wanting to tame the wolf in her because she is hoping that she can possibly find a cure for this wolf stuff. The reason she's wanting to find a cure for the wolf stuff is because she's thinking to herself, if she can get rid of the wolf in her, then she can get rid of the feelings that she has for Lorelei. So on top of her goal of being a vampire hunter and hunting all of these vampires and getting rid of them, her second goal now is predominantly to find a cure. And she wants to find this werewolf cure, and the only way she knows how to do that is to ask other werewolves. So her idea is befriend the werewolf pack leader, and hopefully she'll find that information. So we're just going to send her out for a hunt here. She is a little bit, as her fury rises, her hunger is getting worse and worse because we know she is a carnivore first and foremost. And so as her fury is rising, she is getting more and more hungry, and her werewolf is getting closer and closer to the surface. She can't stop thinking about the fact that she really hurt Marisol. She knows that has a lot to do with the fact that she can't stop thinking about Lorelei. She can't stop thinking about Lorelei because of the hold that she has on her wolf. And so she is like, this is some bullshit. She's going to go in here. She's going to train against the vampires and get some training in. As you can see, her fury is currently rising as we speak, and she's just really, really upset. She's thinking about these vampires. She's thinking about Lorelei. She's thinking about what she needs to do to get herself the cure, and she has all of these thoughts constantly swirling through her head. And the more she thinks, the madder she gets. The madder she gets, the hungrier she gets. The hungrier she gets. You get my point, right? And the fury is just rising, rising, rising. She's getting more and more tense, and she doesn't know what to do. And unfortunately, it is to the point where if she's not careful, she's going to end up putting herself into a place where she's going to get enraged. So she lets out a somber howl to try to calm herself down, and that does seem to work. And she's like, okay, thank God. She's missed her shift at work because she was so bent out of shape with trying to get herself calmed down on punching on the punching bag, and then of course howling and things of that nature. She's going to take herself a little bit of a bath here and soak in the tub and try to calm herself down. She's got a nice little style choice going on here. Like, I don't know what the hell she's wearing, but that's okay. We love it. It's a fashion statement for sure, for sure. We are just getting a call from Rory, and she is inviting us to the Hijinks Festival. So we are going to go ahead and join her because she's like, you know what? A, I can get closer to Rory, and B, I can get my mind off of Marisol and Lorelei. So we have shown up here at the festival, and we are going to spend some time with Rory here, and we're going to hopefully get closer to her. Her goal here is to try to befriend her as much as she can. Maybe she can become a friend of the Wildfangs pack, and in doing so, she can hopefully find some answers that she is seeking. She doesn't necessarily want to be a part of the pack because she is trying to, as we know, cure herself of the werewolf curse, but she does want to at least be friends with them so that she can find out some answers. So she's going to go over here, she's going to participate in this festival, grab herself a drink, and then she's going to sit down and we're going to just have ourselves a little bit of a conversation. Maybe she can go ahead and just chat up Rory and get some information from her. We're just going to try to loosen her up a little bit with a little bit of fun jokes and things of that nature. So we'll go over here and we will just have a seat with her, and we're going to try and make friends with Rory. And so she's like, hey Rory, like, how's it going? I just wanted to come over and check on you and see how things are. Like, how's your day going? And she's, just trying to, have a little bit of time with her. She's going to make a toast, and she's like, thanks so much for taking me out. Thanks so much for bringing me to the festival. Here's to us. And Rory's like, oh, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. That's really sweet. Like, I just thought that you and I could get to know each other. Like, I know you're newly turned. And she's like, oh, I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Speaking of being newly turned, is there any way that I can fix that? And she's like, what do you mean, is there any way you can fix that? And she's like, well, I don't know. I just thought, like, is this werewolf thing, like, permanent? And she's like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, oh, well, like, I just wasn't sure if it was a permanent thing or if there was a way that you could reverse it. Like, and she's going to tell a joke about, werewolves, and she's just going to, trying to, like, joke it off, like, who doesn't want to be following the moon and, like, having the moon rule your life? Like, I know that's just what everybody wants, but, like, let's say hypothetically that wasn't what you wanted. Like, is there a way to fix it? And she's like, well, I'm sure there is a cure for it, but I don't know why anyone would want to cure being a werewolf, because it's freaking awesome. Rory's like, this is, you're immortal, and why, who wouldn't want that? And, because we know that Rory, she is the leader of the pack, so obviously she's not going to want, she's not going to talk down about werewolves. And so maybe she's not the right person to ask. But she's like, oh, right. And she's like, well, I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just saying, like, some people wouldn't maybe necessarily want to be, but do you think maybe I could be friends with your pack? And she's like, oh, sure. We would love to have you as a friend of the pack. And she's like, oh, that's awesome. I would love to be friends with the Wildfangs. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you as a friend. And she's like, oh, that's great. That being said, Zara, like, you really need to find yourself a washroom. Like, seriously bad. And she's like, look at you becoming friends with the pack. Like, that's amazing. And so she's, like, making fun of voodoo dolls now. And they're, like, she's trying to, like, take this conversation a different route, because she feels like it's kind of gotten to an awkward place. Like, oh, maybe I've stepped on a little bit of toes here. Maybe I shouldn't have kind of gone so far in so fast. And I don't want to have, upset Rory, because she's like, I think maybe I might have upset her a little bit. So now she's, like, feeling sad. Yeah, she's feeling really sad, guys. She's realizing that maybe she might have stepped in a little bit deeper than she should have stepped in. She shouldn't have maybe brought up all of the things that she brought up. Like, she probably shouldn't have asked for a cure right off the bat like that. She probably should have worked her way up. So she's got some shared sadness. She's upset Rory a little bit. And she also has a bit of an ear infection coming on, it looks like, which really sucks for us. I should go. Me and that person didn't get along well. Yeah, so see, she shouldn't have gone that quite deeply into that conversation. Unfortunately, she has upset Rory asking about the cure, and it didn't really go over quite so well, which we kind of figured it probably wouldn't have, because you don't go to the pack leader and be like, hey, how do you not be one of you anymore? Just wondering, like, is there any way I could just not be a werewolf anymore? Because, like, oh, I don't know, this life sucks. Probably not the best plan and not the best way to make friends. I'm just saying. Oh, and by the way, then can I be friends with your pack? Like, she kind of went around that a little bit backwards. So now she's got some ocean eyes. She's feeling kind of sad. She's a little upset. So I'm actually going to go ahead and probably just like end this early and let her go on home. We did get gold. Obviously, I'm not hanging around. So unfortunately, no one's going to probably win anything. But she is cramping because she's about to start her cycle. Everything's really, she's just super, super sad. So I'm going to go ahead and just send her on home and let her start thinking about what she's done. But she is gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of gardening here. As you can see, I have queued up for her to go ahead and start planting some wolfsbane, because she did read in a book that wolfsbane was part of an ingredient that she was going to need to cure herself from being a werewolf. But she doesn't know if there's any truth to that. But she's like, if there is any truth to that, I want to have plenty on hand. So she is going to plant a whole bunch of wolfsbane here so that she will have a shit ton of it available just in case that is the truth. And she's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to have that on hand for sure. So that's what she's doing now, is just planting a whole bunch of these wolfsbane plants. That way, in the event that it does take wolfsbane, she'll have a lot of that on hand so that, you know, if it calls for it, we have it. And if not, well, at least they're pretty. Who doesn't love a little bit of wolfsbane in the front yard? And it looks like Marisol has come over. So she's just going to go ahead and go on over here and invite her in. And we will just see what she's up to. She is extremely angry. And her fury is okay right now, but she's just in a really piss poor mood overall. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that she's on her period. So she's just hormonal in general, just because she's a girl. So she's just like, you know, not having it. She is not even able to flirt with her, even though she wants to flirt with her, but she can't because she's in such a bad mood. And she's just like, let's discuss our future. Like, I realize that you and I are going through some things, and I know that what I did to you was wrong, and I understand that you're hurt, but like what? And she's like, well, relationships are hard, and I guess at this point we just need to figure out what we're doing. We're either going to work at it and move forward, or we're not. And she's like, what the hell kind of answer is that? We're either just going to work on it and move forward, or we're not. Like, I understand relationships are hard, but like, that's not an answer. And she's like, well, it is an answer though. It is an answer, Zara. We're either going to work at it and move forward, or we're not. That is an answer. And she's like, well, it is not an answer. And she's like, but it is. And she's like, well, what should we do? And she's like, well, that, sweet Zara, is up to you. And she's like, I'm going to get some food. So she's going out for a hunt. And as you can see, her fury is once again rising. The poor thing. And Marcus Flex has come over. I don't know for what reason, but he's come over. But she's going out for a hunt, so he will probably leave before we get back. But let's go ahead and fast forward through her going for a hunt for food. Okay, she has returned back from her hunt, and she is just going to wolf down this food really fast. But first she is going to... Oh no, Marcus is leaving. He's like, you took too long. Well, that's fine. She is just going to wolf down this food. She's starving and she's pissed off. Actually, she's better now. She's gotten herself happy now that she's got some food in her belly. So we love that for us. So she is just going to talk to Marisol here, and we are going to give her a little flirt, and we're going to try to talk to her a little bit more about this whole relationship thing, because, you know, she said relationships are hard. We're either going to work on it and move forward, or we're not. And she's like, I need a little bit more information than that. Like, I need to know exactly what the hell that means. Like, obviously I want to work on it. If I didn't, we wouldn't have had makeup woohoos. And oh no, shit! There's a vampire nearby. Who is here? Oh dear God, it's Lorelei. Okay, this is gonna be really bad. really, really bad. Oh my, I love you so much. I'm glad we are soulmates. We will be together forever. Oh my God. Yes. See, they just did a soulmate declaration, and this is so great, and I freaking love it. Okay, but then they started arguing, and then they started flirting. Okay, they can't make up their minds. I don't know what the hell's going on. Either way, like, that is the sweetest thing ever. But if you notice, as soon as Lorelei walked up, she started glowing because vampire spidey sense went off. But then she instantly got a whim that she wanted to go out and she wanted to love on Lorelei. Like, instantly. It was like instantaneous. So we're going to go out here and we are going to interact with Lorelei because she wants to interact with Lorelei. So we're going to go out here and we are going to kiss in the rain because she wants to interact with Lorelei. Oh my God, guys, this is about to be ugly. Like, this is not going to be pretty at all. So she's going to give her some love. They are very flirty. She is going to do some interactions because her whims right now flipped over to Lorelei. She is wanting to do things with Lorelei instantly. Like, she instantly wanted to do things with her. And she's like, oh my God. Intensely kissing her. Look at Marisol. Marisol is pissed. She's like, oh, hell no. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, she slapped her. Oh, my God. She's like, this is what I'm talking about, Zara. You can't be going around doing this. One minute you tell me that we're soulmates. The next minute you're over here kissing some girl. This is what I'm talking about. She's like, I can't help it, Marisol. You don't understand. I have no control over myself when she's around. And she's like, I don't want to hear that bullshit. You have control. You have control over yourself. You want her. You want this. And she's like, yeah, but I can't help it. And she's like, you're going to have to try. She wants to woohoo with her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, she wants to woohoo with her. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. She wants to woohoo with her. So she's going to woohoo with Lorelei while Marisol is here. I cannot believe this is happening. Marisol is so pissed. She's like, what in the hell? This is not good. Look at their hearts going negative. She's like, did you hear that? I have to go answer my phone over here. And these two are in the bedroom and they are having their first woohoo. Oh my God. So they are now woohooing together in the bed that literally the day before she was woohooing with Marisol in. Like, I can't make this up. Oh my God. Marisol has been seriously hurt by all of this because as soon as Lorelei showed her face, Marisol or Zara just could not think about her, could not resist her. She just had to be with her. She had to have her right then. She had to. She couldn't say no. It was like she's just drawn to her. And Marisol does not understand this pull that Lorelei has on her. And Zara does not understand this pull that Lorelei has on her. But Lorelei is like, you are mine. I am yours. We are destiny. And she's like, I don't understand what this means. But look at her wolf is so close to the surface when Lorelei is around. And Lorelei makes her wolf so close to the surface, and her fury is rising so much while Lorelei is around. When she is around Marisol, her wolf is tame. Her wolf is quiet. But when she's around Lorelei, her wolf is out of control. Guys, I don't know what we're going to do about this situation, but she has seriously hurt Marisol, and she is going to have to make up with her if she wants this to work out. She's just going to have to, because as of right now, I don't know I don't know what's going to happen, because honestly, she cannot, literally cannot resist Lorelei's pull on her. She's like, I need to soak in a bath. My stomach hurts. I'm on my cycle, and I've got all these women that I can't say no to. I've got one that I'm in love with and that I am a soulmate with, and I have another one that I literally on a physical, primal level just cannot resist. And she's like in a world of trouble. A world of trouble because Marisol is fit to be tied. Okay? She is pissed beyond recognition. And so she should be. But all she wants to do right now is make out with Lorelei. Look at that. Make out with Lorelei. Make out with Lorelei. Make out with Lorelei. That's all she wants to do. So we are going to have her just get out of the bathtub whenever she's done with her little soak, and they're going to kiss and things because that's all she wants to do is just love on Lorelei. Zara, what are you like? She's like, I literally can't help it. I literally can't help myself. Well, Lorelei's trying to leave, and she's like, no, please don't go. No, please don't go. Look at her chase her down in her towel, no less. Fury and everything. I need to kiss you one last time. She's like, oh my God. Look at him. Oh, she's leveled up in her romance even because of all this. I swear to God. Zara, what are you going to do? She just wants to love on her all the time. She is so very flirty even because of all this. Okay, honestly, you need some sleep desperately. You're going to end up going into a rampage if you aren't careful. So I'm going to actually go ahead and send her in here. She's going to go to bed. If she leaves, then she leaves, but you need some sleep. So we're going to send her in. She's going to go ahead and go to bed. Lord, Zara, what am I going to do with you? Okay, it is the next morning. She is just going to the washroom, and as you can see, she has woken up flirty, but she has also woken up with her beast very, very close to the surface. She needs to go get some food desperately, so we're going to have to send her out for a hunt because all of her food that she has in her inventory has spoiled. So I'm going to have her throw this food out, and then she's going to have to go for a hunt. She is probably going to end up turning to a werewolf if I'm not careful, because honestly, her beast is seriously close to the surface. Lorelei, whatever she did to her, honestly, last night, all of that, it has seriously unleashed the beast, and not in a good way. In a bad way. So I am just saying, she is so close to the surface of rampaging, and honestly, Zara, just know, she has to go to work like this even. Like, you're late for work even. Oh, girl. She's like, I don't even care about this damn retail job. You're the one that made me get this retail job. I got you this retail job so that you could pay for your clothes addiction, which you've yet to do because really all you've done is buy weapons. So, whatever. Okay, she has returned back from work. She is still in a fury, but she's feeling a little bit energized. Let's go ahead and take a look at her screen here with Marisol. So they are lovers. To be in love is a beautiful thing. They're best friends. She's her girlfriend. And they are showing that Zara cheated on Marisol. They are deeply connected. Zara is sentiment about Marisol's. They're deeply connected, and she is smitten. Marisol's is that they are deeply connected, but it's going down, and she's saddened. It's disappointed to see a rift in this once strong relationship. Marisol wishes things were different, and she wonders if Zara feels the same. And about Lorelei, Zara's sentiments about Lorelei is she's smitten with her. But if you see, they're only sweethearts, and she just perceives her as very attractive. But she's just smitten with her, but she is actually, like, in love with Marisol. And they're made the Soulmate Declaration. So she actually does care more about Marisol than she has real feelings for Marisol. Whereas she's just smitten with Lorelei and just has this like primal thing that she can't control with her. But like as far as feelings go, like she truly loves Marisol, has true feelings for her. And so she is really, really upset. She's once again back in here punching on this punching bag, thinking about Marisol, thinking about everything that she's done, because she realizes that once again she has seriously, seriously screwed up. Only this time Marisol witnessed it. She didn't just go and screw up and have to tell Marisol about it. This time Marisol physically witnessed it with her own two eyes. And then not only did she kiss this girl in front of her, but then she went and woohooed this girl in front of her. And she's like, what the hell, Zara? What have you done? You may have completely screwed this relationship up to the point of no return. You may lose Marisol over this. And she is really, really torn up about this fact that She may lose this person that she is in love with. She may lose this person that she feels is her soulmate, all because of her wolf and whatever this is that Lorelei has done to her. And she is now even more determined that she wants to find this cure, and she wants to get rid of this wolf in her. And she's like, I've got to figure out something. I've got to do something. And so now she's like doing another somber howl to get her furies down a little bit. And she's like, you know what would make me feel better? The only thing that I know that would make me feel better right now is if I go and kill something. And so now she wants to head out, and she wants to go kill herself a vampire. So we're going to head her out, and she's going to go and she's going to kill herself a vampire to hopefully get herself feeling like herself again. So she's going to head herself over to Forgotten Hollow, and she's like, you know what? I haven't done a vampire kill in quite some time, so I'm going to go kill myself a vampire. I can't kill Lorelei because she says if I kill her, it's going to kill me, so I'm going to go kill another vampire. So we've made it over here to Vlad's house, and she's like, all right, well, he's definitely a vampire. He just turned into a bat in front of my very eyes, so we're just going to go ahead and go in here into his house, and we're going to kill him because she's strong enough now to do that. So she's just going to walk right up to this front door, and she's going to knock on the door and gain entrance into the house. And she's going to say when she walks in, oh, hello there. My name is Zara. Yeah, you don't know me, but a lot of people know me as the Vampire Huntress. And he'll be like, oh, you're just some little pipsqueak girl. And she's like, maybe so, but this little pipsqueak girl is about to kill you. And he'll be like, really? I don't think that you're strong enough to do that. And she's going to say, I might not be, but my crossbow says otherwise. And she's going to shoot him with a crossbow. And just like that, they instantly despise one another. But it doesn't matter that they instantly despise one another because he doesn't last long enough anyway. And just like that, Vladdy Daddy is dead. She has killed another vampire, but the problem is it didn't make her feel better. She's still tense. She's still upset. It didn't solve the problem about Lorelei. It didn't solve the problem with Marisol. It definitely didn't solve the problem of her being a werewolf. And she's like, well, that's great. There's one less vampire in the world. Great. I mean, I did my job. That's wonderful. And I could, do this all day long. It's literally my job. But this is not fixing my current problem at hand. And the current problem at hand is I have two women that I care about. One of them I find absolutely irresistible, and I don't know why. And the other one I'm totally in love with, and I might lose. And I don't know who I'm supposed to choose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to fix it. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to leave and get on out of this house because she's done her business here. She's like, thanks, Graham. Appreciate you. See you next time. And he's like, thanks, Zara. Appreciate you. Thanks for getting rid of the vampires. And she's like, yep, no worries. So she's going to head on out, and we are going to head her back to her house. 4 out of 10 vampire fights, and Marisol is giving us a call, guys. Oh my goodness. I want to see you sometime this week. Are you open to doing that? She's like, yes, I am. So instantly she's like, screw sometime this week. I'm going over there now. So we are actually going to, instead of going home, we're going to go to Marisol's. Marisol's like, I didn't mean right away. And she's like, look, I understand what I've done is wrong. I've come over immediately because you called, and I didn't think you were going to call, and I'm really surprised that you did call, and I just wanted to say I'm really sorry. And she's like, I don't think sorry's going to cut it. And she's like, no, you don't understand. I am so sorry for what I've done. And she's like, look, I am very hurt by what you did. And she's like, you look lovely. And she's like, don't do that. Don't do that, Zara. And she's like, but you do look lovely. And she's like, you can't constantly come in here and kiss me and flatter me and think that that's going to make everything better. And she's like, but honey, I love you and you do look beautiful and I do want to flatter you because I'm just telling you what's true. And she's like, maybe, but you always do that. You always just kiss me and flatter me and everything. Just, I forget that I'm upset and it's not right and it's not fair. And she's like, but I don't do that on purpose, love. I'm just doing that because I'm telling you how I absolutely feel in that moment, and it's the truth. And she's like, Zara, you have this thing over me and I have this weakness for you and I don't know what to do, and you've absolutely crushed me and I am hurt by what you've done. I actually watched you kiss and woohoo someone else other than me. And she's like, I know, Marisol. Marisol, don't walk away. Okay. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to go into the house here and go talk to Marisol. And Marisol is in her bed and she's crying. And she's like, oh, damn. I've really, really screwed up this time. Like, she is seriously, seriously upset. First, we're going to go to the bathroom because we are making a mess of ourselves here. But then she is going to talk to Marisol and, you know, instantly all she wants to do is flirt with her. Honestly, like, her first whim here is flirt with Marisol. So we're going to flirt with Marisol. But she wants to flirt with her, but she's just going to say, I am smitten with you. I am in love with you. You are my soulmate. You are the person that I want to spend my life with. I know that what I did was wrong. I know that what I did was hurt you. But please know that I am working out how to fix this. I am trying to fix this. I know it doesn't seem like it. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am trying to do some things behind the scenes here. And even in my brain, as messed up as it seems, I really am trying to figure out, to put all these puzzle pieces together to figure out how I can make this better, Marisol. I really do want to make this better, and I really, really do love you. I really do care about you. I really don't want us to fall away and to end. And she's like, it doesn't seem that way, Zara. It really doesn't seem that way. It really, really doesn't. It seems to me like you tell me one thing and then you do something else. And she's like, yeah, I could see how you'd say that. That being said, Marisol, you're really, really the person that I want to be with. And she got a whim now that she wants to woohoo with her. So guys, we started this episode with them woohooing as an apology, and she's ending this as a woohoo as an apology. So do you see a pattern with our girl here, Zara? Because I see a pattern. But I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode. Let me know what you guys think Zara should do. Who do you think she should choose? Should she choose Marisol or should she choose Lorelei? Who do you think she is going to end up with? I am going to go ahead, though, and leave it here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live. And until the next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.